All right, you guys, here we have it, my very first live workout. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my first one, like I said. So if there's any technical issues or anything like that, please definitely make sure to let me know in the chat so I can fix it right away. And thank you so much, you guys. Just got a few things to set up here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support and always checking out my videos and stuff like that. All right, you guys. So what we're going to do without further ado is get right into our warm-up. So this is going to be a 15-minute full body HIIT situation. So Tyler says the audio sounds great. Awesome. Thank you so much for the heads up. Love knowing that things are sounding okay. Just give me a thumbs up if you're able to hear the music too, because I want to be able to get jiggy with it during this. All right, you guys. So like I was saying, a full body 15-minute HIIT workout. This is going to help us torch some fat, tone those muscles, but also just get us feeling super duper good and get those happy hormones flowing, which you know your girl is all about. All right, you guys. So first things first, I'm going to get you guys to go ahead and start by walking on the spot. We want to keep our chest up and those shoulders back, abs pulled in nice and tight. You want to make sure your butt's not sticking out like a duck. We want to keep our hips underneath us, nice and neutral. Turn my phone to silent. All right, you guys, we're going to pick up the speed in 3, 2, and 1. Going into a little bit of fast speed here. Once again, we're keeping our shoulders back and our abs super tight. Running on the spot. And we're going to bring it to high knees in 3, 2, 1, setting a target with our hands and bringing our knees right on up. So really make sure you're challenging yourselves here. Deep breaths. All right, here we go. Butt kicks. 3, 2, 1. That combination always makes me think of gym class. You know, those stretches you do before a good game of basketball. Try to keep your knees pointed to the ground. Excellent. And 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. We're going to go ahead and get our shoulders warmed up. Our shoulders are really important. Our rotator cuffs can be a little bit sensitive, so a good warm-up is going to help us prevent injury and help us get the most bang for a buck out of every exercise. Oh man, this is why usually I edit out all the hard breathing parts. All right, you guys. So once again, shoulders back. We're going to do nice big arm circles here, bringing our hands as far to the back as we can. As always, keeping those abs nice and tight. Deep breaths. And switch directions. Opening up our chest as we push our hands backwards. And rolling our shoulders forward as our fingers are reaching that way as well. All right, you guys. Next, we're going to go ahead and do those elbow arcs, another classic that I love doing to help us open up those shoulders. Really try to squeeze those elbows together in the front, and then we're going to open our chest up, push our shoulders back. Taking nice deep breaths. And then after this one, we're going to get right into that workout. Once again, it's 15-minute fat burner, and at the end, we'll do a nice little cool down. All right, you guys, one more. Fabulous. Okay. Little fit tip number 1 is y'all gotta be drinking your water. So make sure every time you get a break or if you're feeling a little extra tired, get that water in. Right now, in my water, I'm taking Magnum Opus, which is my favorite intro workout. If you'd like to know more about that, feel free to ask in the chat, and I can leave a little link below in the description in case you want to pick some up yourself. All right, guys, with that, let me get my timer started. We are going to have 30-second work periods, 20-second rest, 2 Tabatas, so 2 different rounds, and then we're going to have about a minute of rest in between those. So I'll be able to keep y'all posted as we go through it. All right, you guys, we're going to get started with some jumping jacks, which are one of my all-time favorite little cardio exercises. We've got 10 seconds here before we get into it. All right, you guys, I want you to stay up on your toes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to jumping jacks. Sorry. Turn that guy's voice off. All right, you guys. Once again, keeping our head and chest up. It's so important that we've got that proud posture. Squeeze those abs in nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome stuff. All right, you guys, 20-second rest here. Turn that guy's voice off. He likes to chat. So we want to make sure, once again, our shoulders are pulled back, but away from our ears. So don't hold tension up there. All right, you guys, we're going to go to a wide and narrow squat in 3, 2, 1. Taking a step to the side, squatting, bringing our foot in, squatting, and then to the other side. Try to center myself a little bit. So when we are going to be doing our narrow squat in the middle here, it's going to be working a lot of the insides of our legs. And as we do our wide squat, more on the tush and the outsides of our legs. Rest. Rest it up, you guys. Good stuff. I wish I could get the volume off on this guy, but he is being persnickety. All right, up next, we're going to do some knee strikes, which is really great little cardio, great abs. We're going to bring our hands above our head and slam them down on our knee, one side at a time, really curling those abs. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Hands above our head and crunch, crunch, crunch. Here we go, you guys. This one's going to help us get that heart rate up, burn some fat, and work that six-pack. Just keep your abs tight and exhale as you bring that knee up. All right, you guys. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, way to be. Now we're going to bring it down to the ground for some mountain climbers. We'll just adjust that ever slightly. So slightly. So mountain climbers, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get down on the ground in that full plank position. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring our knees up to our chest, and we are trying to squeeze our abs nice and tight and make sure that our hips are relatively stable here. Here we go. Push, push, push. Bringing your knees as high as you can up to your chest. 2, 1, rest. Those are a bit of a biznatch, if you know what I mean. All right. Up next, we're going to get to our push-ups. We're just going to start round 1 from our knees to make sure that we're warming up properly and getting those really the good form. All right, you guys. Hands nice and wide. We're going to pull our hips under, squeeze our heels to our bum. Let's do it. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you push upward. Here we go. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Well, there we go. Next, we're going to do a single leg raise, which is an awesome little ab workout. So I'm going to get you to lay on your back. We're going to hover one foot straight, and the other foot we're going to bring from the ground up to the air, just like so. 3, 2, 1. Squeezing those abs, making sure there's no gap under your lower back here. Squeezing everything down into that mat. And make sure you're taking nice, deep breaths. Ten more seconds. Don't let that other foot touch the ground. The floor is lava. And rest. Okay. Other side. We can't be having uneven abs now. That would just be weird. Whew. Still going to have that 20-second break in between. All right, you guys, here we go. Bring the other leg now. And 3, 2, 1. Lifting up toward the ceiling, squeezing that lower back down into the mat. almost like we're trying to leave an impression of our spine along the floor. Hold strong, hold strong. Squeeze the abs. Deep breaths. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Next, we're going to do some bicycle kicks. Bicycle kicks are like, whew, if you guys want to work those abs real well in a couple of seconds, bicycle kicks are the way to do it. So we're going to lay on our back again, and it's going to be that simple. Bring our knee to our elbow and alternating. 3, 2, 1. Knee to elbow and switch. We're not going too fast here, but we're also not really going slow. You just want to make sure that you're really touching that knee to the elbow every single rep. Once again, make sure you're not holding your breath. Come on, come on. We're almost there. And rest. Woo! All right. Great stuff. I see we got someone in here watching. Hopefully you're enjoying it. All right, guys, here's our minute break. So feel free to grab your water. We're just going to take a breather here and then get into round 2. All right, you guys. So this is a very short workout. This is our last round. So make sure that you push it as hard as you can. My abs are already burning from round 1. I'm really excited to see what we can do in this next. I think it ends up being about 6 minutes and 20 seconds. In these breaks, you want to keep those shoulders back. We got to fill our lungs with as much oxygen as possible. All right, you guys, we're going to hit those jumping jacks. Getting ready? In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it a little bit quicker now. And we're trying to touch our hands above our head. So just helping build that mobility and flexibility in our shoulders, as well as getting a little more bang for our cardio buck. Make sure you're taking deep, slow breaths. Here we go. Keep it up, keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Fabulous job. Got Ryan says, get it, Kendall. Wish I could join you, but gotta make those Magnum videos. Heck yeah, you gotta make those Magnum videos. Love to hear it, Ryan. Thank you so much for watching. All right, guys. Next, we're gonna get to that wide to narrow squat. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Gonna go nice and wide, then together, then wide. Squeeze those abs, you guys. Pushing our hips back as far as we can and keeping our chest up. It's also worth noting that you want to keep the weight in your heels here so that you can really engage the parts of your legs that you want to. Here we go. And one more. Okay, guys, that brings us to our knee strikes. These ones, we're definitely going to pick it up a notch when it comes to our speed. So nice and quick, just like so, and slam those abs nice and tight. Slam's a weird word for that, but 3, 2, 1. Don't blame me. My oxygen's all in the muscles. My brain is, you know, we get a little fitness brain like when we do cardio. All right, you guys, pump it. Once again, trying to focus those exhales as you bring your hands to your knees. All right, speed it up. And 3, 2, 1. That last 10 seconds was for your heart. All right, you guys. And those mountain climbers, if I can catch my breath in time, dang. All right, I guess we don't need my computer in there. So you guys remember, we're in that full plank position. Let's get to it in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. We're going to bring those knees to our chest just like so. I'm going to fix my camera. There it is. All right. Squeezing our knee up to our chest. and trying to keep our hips relatively stable. I also recommend looking at something a few feet out in front of your face so you're not letting your head hang, because that's going to cause tension on your neck. Head up, a little quicker. Woo! And rest. Woo! I love a bit of a challenge. All right, you guys, gonna hit those push-ups next. You can do these from your knees or your toes, whichever you feel comfortable, like you can really hit that form. Okay, and go. Once again, inhale as we lower, exhale as we push up. Try to keep your chin up. Don't let that head hang. We want to be strong all throughout our body here. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, I am just dripping, you guys. I love it when you can get so good and sweaty in like less than 15 minutes. I am all for it. All right, you guys, laying on our back for those single leg raises. One leg at a time. Whew. All right, 3, 2, 1, hit it. If you have your hands up by your head, it's going to make it a little bit more challenging. Of course, because we're not using those hands to help us stabilize. Don't let your heel touch the lava. The floor is lava. What's a good workout without a little cheesiness, eh? 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, you guys. We're gonna hit up the other side here. Oh, okay. This is good stuff. Thanks for joining me today, fam. I was very nervous to do this first stream, but super glad I did. All right, 3, 2, 1. Once again, nice and controlled. Bringing that foot up and releasing it back down. Squeezing that lower back right to the mat. We want to make those abs work. 10 more seconds. Come on, fam. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey. Whew. Those last couple, they really get pretty sore. All right, we're going to go ahead and do those bicycle kicks now. Finishing on a strong note, we're going to start real fast, and then I'll holler at you, and we're going to slow it right down. All right, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Bite quick. Nice and fast. Still making sure we're touching our elbow to our knee every single time. Fabulous. Keep it up. And slow. Little pause on each side. Whoo! That's where the fire is. All about the control. One more each side. And squeeze. Yeah! We did it, you guys. Way to be. High five. Okay. This dorky girl's got to get some water in her system. If you've been going along with me, make sure you're drinking some too. All right. Good stuff. So that was, I got high fives. High fives right on back to you, Tyler. That was a great workout, you guys. Now we're going to go ahead and move along to our cool down. So it's really important that we start every workout with a warm-up and we finish every workout with a cool down. This helps us get our system ready, and then after we're done, helps us regulate our system so that we can get the most advantage from our workout even after we're done. I'm talking burning calories like hours and hours and hours from now, as well as the release of happy hormones that's going to happen as well, those endorphins. All right, enough for me. What I'm going to get you guys to do is I'm going to get you to hinge at the hips here. We're going to lift our tailbone up to the ceiling, and then we're just going to go into a simple downward dog here, pushing our head down towards our knees. Take a nice deep breath. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift, oops, kick my flank. We're gonna lift our foot up to the ceiling as high as we can, opening our hips. And if you wanna try to push back farther towards your knee, feel free. Just giving this a gentle pause. And then we're gonna take a deep breath, bring that foot down to the other side, and switch. Don't be surprised if you're a little less flexible in one side, totally normal. Just helps us see what maybe we can work on. Deep breaths. All right, I'm gonna get you to put that foot down. Now what we're gonna do is walk your hands up so your heels are barely able to stay on the mat. And then we're gonna give a nice little pedal here. So pushing our heels into the mat, then bending our knee and lifting it off the mat. You should really feel this exercise in the backs of your legs and your calves. Deep breaths. All right, pushing both heels on the mat now. You get you to go ahead and walk your hands into a forward fold. And once again, we want to bring our head and our chest as close as we can to our knees. Ooh, you guys, I am so sweaty. Did not expect that. Who am I kidding? I took fasted cardio. Yeah, I expected that. Deep breaths. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and bring it down to the ground. For those of you guys that are wondering what the hell I'm talking about with fasted cardio, it's just the pre-workout I like to take, and it really helps you get a great sweat going and helps us shed a little fat as well. So we're gonna lay on our tummy here and go into a nice cobra. So letting the tops of our feet lay flat on the floor, hands by our rib cage, and then we're gonna lift ourselves up, tilting our chin towards the ceiling. And we want to take slow, methodical breaths, really easing out of this intense workout. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften your hips and then pull them backward so that we can come into a child's pose. Here, you want to press down into your palms and feel that stretch through the backs of your arms and your back. If you want to get a little bit of lower body stretching involved, then spread those knees a little bit and then sink your hips down to the floor so that you can really stretch out the front of your hips. Three, two, one, and rest. Awesome stuff, you guys. Way to be. It's so important, you know, I mean, it feels super good to look our best, but we also want to make sure that we can function our best, so we're taking care of our mobility, adding in things like our intentional cool downs, all super important stuff. But make sure after this, you get lots of water in, have a pinch of pink Himalayan salt in your next meal to help with those electrolytes. And then also, I highly suggest getting some protein in your day as well. So you guys know I take my Magnum Quattro. It's the stuff that I rely on for a bunch of reasons. Mostly it's pharmaceutical grade, so I know that it's really working for me and not just getting expelled out of my body. Anyways, you guys, if you have any more questions for me, definitely make sure that you message me or email me or whatever y'all want to do. If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe. And yeah, just tell me what you thought. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Thanks for joining, and we'll talk to you super soon.